Hey, so I'm a left-handed person and I'm going to try to show you the cursive writing I've developed over time as a mix between what I was taught in school and what I borrowed from myself, my grandmother, my teachers, and my mother. And so there's three types of left-handed people. There is the underwriter, the side writer, and this, I don't know, it's called the hooked, I think, the style, but that's too uncomfortable. I've never learned it that way, and I'm a kind of a mix. I put my paper this side to myself, and then I sort of write kind of on a slant, but under the line. Okay, so here is the handwriting. I'll do the ones the way I do it, and then show the way I was basically taught in school. So, okay. Okay, so here it is. This is my handwriting. So, right, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. That's the TH that I do. I've sort of made it its own symbol when I do it myself. U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And that's the ampersand, my version of it. Okay, so when I was in school, so that was about 1997, 8? Wait, no, 95, 96. How old am I? I was about 9 years old, so yeah, 1995, 6. I was born in 87, so there you go. We were taught, most of these haven't changed much since when I was taught. The E I borrowed from my mom. The F I sort of made up myself. The G I borrowed from a teacher of mine. And yep, the TH I made up myself because the T and the F are basically variants of each other. Okay, so when I was a teenager, I used to do my A's like that, less so now. Growing up in school, we were taught the E like this, but I don't like it so much. My mom did it like that, and I prefer it. And F growing up in school was like this affair, and I didn't like it, no. The G, I don't recall how it was done originally, but I had a teacher that made it all fancy, and I liked the way she did it. The H, I do like this style, so I'm going to try to implement it and learn it, because it's just not intuitive for me to do my H's like this, but this is all in one single stroke and it looks gorgeous. So let me see if I can remember something like that. That's the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Well, it's really pretty, but yeah, it's not really intuitive to me yet, but that's nice. Some people do their eyes like this, but I prefer to do it like this. This is how I did it. K doesn't really change. L, M, N, O. P has not really changed. The Q, a lot of people, the first thing I'd look at is a 2. Like I always think it's a number 2, but it's easier if you imagine it a little bit more like that. So it's a stylized version of that. The R, I do know the lowercase r is sort of a tricky one, especially when we were first learning. And I knew a lot of people did it kind of more like a box shape. I don't remember how the S was taught. I know that was sort of, I'd stylized it a bit more over time. The T definitely was stylized a bit more over time. We were taught it more like this, kind of like this little, yeah, I didn't like that at all. It looked like an umbrella and I don't like it. The U, maybe it has a bit of a, like that to it, but otherwise hasn't changed. The V, you can even go like, ooh, but that looks a little too crazy. If you really want to style it up, but the W is not fancy. And my mom does a beautiful W, if I can remember it. Or almost even something like that, which does look a lot nicer than my bad printed W here. X, Y, and Z have not changed at all, and the ampersand really hasn't either. There's various ways people do it. So this kind of woo, which is almost like a fancy cross, essentially works for me. But when I'm really going at it, I can kind of do it almost like that. It starts looking like flying bird or a crazy ass V. But otherwise, yeah, that's how I do it. And that's my handwriting. So for whatever it's worth, enjoy.